Okay. Peace, family. It's your bro, Monte. So, we're at the Chevron on Figueroa Street in Cali. So, I won't go say nothing on this topic because I didn't think I had nothing to contribute. But after further evaluation and also just looking into this and seeing the absolute gem in every single thing, because there always gonna be a silver lining, a gemstone in all things. So even when it looks like it could be a negative reality, right? So when you go on the street, you see nothing but hookers, girls showing their buttocks, you know what I'm saying?
That's it, buttock.
You see nothing but girls, you know what I'm saying, on some real sleazy, very sly, very raunchy, but at the same time, it's a representation of our nation, right? And the woman, they say if you teach a woman, you teach a nation. So if our women is out here with their ass out just to get enough money to provide for their household, that's going to show that first things first, like he said, there's no men that is in that household, because two incomes can solve a lot of these problems, but it's so imbalanced due to the fact of the government playing the daddy role in a lot of these people's lives, right? So it makes everything in turn into a whole different, role. Like, it put everyone in different roles. Women are trying to be providers. Men are trying to be the opposite of providers. So they're trying to, console and shit, all this feminine shit. Like, men supposed to be out there getting out the mud, what I'm saying? Chasing their dreams. Not saying women can't do the same thing, but just being that strong representation of a leader.
The spearhead of any community has to be the man. Feel me? It's not a battle. It's really not a battle. No woman out here should try to be being a man. You're not made to be a man. Just like no man out here should be trying to be a woman. You're not made to be a woman. It's not a competition. You can't compete with something that you're not. You feel me? It's as simple as that. Either you a man or you a woman. Ain't no in between. Ain't no alternative. Right? That's really what it is. And the man is supposed to be at the spearhead, right? We supposed to go and chop the fucking branches down in the forest so the woman can pick the fruits and the children can leave a pathway for us to get back. You know what I'm talking about? That's just the way nature works, and people need to don't try to fuck with nature, bro. Because then you're fighting with yourself, right? That's what I gotta say to that little point right there.
Yeah, and even on the nature tip, if we start looking at things like universal laws, when the universal laws start to get, upset, tamper with, when the universal laws are starting to become like you're playing with them, like it's for play. Like, these laws wasn't set before we was even set. Like, before we was even here, these laws was here. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things that we have to be aware of when we're doing the dumb shit that we do in order to get through the journey. Because all this shit is a lesson, though.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You can look at it negative, or you can look at it positive and say, okay, well, let's look at our community. You know what I'm saying? How can we better teach these sisters, you know what I'm saying, before they get to that point in their lives that they feel like they got to do certain things, because we know that the problem starts at home, but sometimes you can actually help these sisters as well, as brothers. When we start to deal with these sisters, we shouldn't be a stereotype that their father was. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us make jokes saying shit like, I saw a funny little meme on that dumbass page. I think it was Justin the LA boy.
Yeah.
He was talking about some. He said I was taught by my mama. I was taught right by my mama, but I like to be like my daddy, or some dumb shit that was kind of reinforcing the idea of being an ain't shit nigga, or just that whole like I was taught right. I was raised by my mama, but I'm like my daddy, or some shit, like some just dumb shit. And people kept reposting the shit.
So
like
and to that point, bro, as a lot of us men, in the diaspora that were raised by your mothers, that shit ain't right. A woman cannot teach you how to be a man.
Absolutely
not. A woman cannot teach you how to be a man, and a man cannot teach a woman how to be a woman. Feel me? So that's why it's important for, even if there's the biological father is not around, keep father figures, around, right? Whether that be a older brother, not a biological older brother, but mentors, who everybody got, it's just to some point, instilling a certain level of responsibility, having them get into confrontation, so it keeps them in tune with their masculinity and shit like that. Yeah, that's what that says to me. You feel me? Your mother really teach her to be a little bitch, to be honest with you, right? And it's not her fault, right? And I'm not. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm not saying that her in her feminine nature is her being a bitch. That's not where I'm coming from. But you
acting in her nature.
Yeah, that's being a bitch. That's why I see that, bro. Because like, ain't no one there to lead, bro. Right? And I had to learn that recently because I was told there was some inconsistencies in me playing my role, which I don't agree with, but I have to acknowledge it based on me being a leader, right? That's another thing about being a leader. You have to be open to criticism. You got to be. Because people think being a leader is giving orders. Being a leader is making sure everything. Being a leader is being the person who cleans up. Making sure everybody's sharp and steady and ready to go because they're representation of you and your representation of them. It's about accountability. That's what leadership really is. It's about accountability. Right? But no, just to double back. No woman can teach you to be a man, bro. It's just not gonna happen. It's not the way it's supposed to be. Right? That's me on that part.
So to conclude, as a conclusion of this conversation and topic, we on Figueroa, you know what I'm saying? One of the renowned spots as far as when it comes down to whenever time you come in LA, they say it's gonna always be popping. Mind you, it is 3 a.m.
Damn near.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's 3:12.
3:12 right now, and I bet if we go back around again, which we might do, just to kind of come to a conclusion of this, our synopsis of what we just witnessed, we gonna probably still see it still jumping.
And we wasn't expecting this shit.
We wasn't expecting it. We just got off work thinking that, ain't no way. We didn't know what to expect, actually, because he didn't even tell us what to
Nah, he just said, hey, yo, come here, I gotta show y'all something.
So, people probably come here to get their rocks off. People probably come here to pick up girls and chicks and get some pussy. But at the end of the day, like, no, this is really a very, very sad thing, but it's
real,
telling. It's very telling. And it lets you know that, as far as, the politics that goes on in LA, you could tell there's a little bit of intermingling going on because the police wasn't far from this area.
Right.
They was in there and they know this shit is going on.
No, real shit. We passed the
cop.
Passed the pig.
So they know what's going on and they're probably in cahoots, with this because think about it. You know what I'm saying? This is a business. America's a corporation.
Motherfuckers probably customers too.
And they're customers. These cops aren't renowned citizens. They're not out here living the best life. Most of these cops are racist. Most of these cops are just like you, or maybe even be worse than you, because they think they're cops, so they can do even more dirt and not get away with it.
Man.
So just to end it off, you guys, this is a pretty long video, but I think that it's necessary for us to reflect a lot of great points on women, a lot of good points on men. And we trying to hold each other accountable, both sides, not just women,
It's not about
men.
attacking. It's not about attacking women. It's definitely not, right? But like I said, it's about accountability. And the fucked up part about it is, hold on, let me show you something. Keep an eye on for. The fucked up part about it is men actually out here biting. You feel me? What's happening? Let's keep it on the spot. This is like you gotta stay on target over here. So are they getting gas? Yeah, they getting gas. I'm so much. Yeah, that better good. Yeah, bro. Folks. Yeah, it's all like me. Folks is really really out here buying, you know. There was people. We almost got into like 2 accidents, innit? 2 accidents. Just trying. These driving regular and people was trying to get buying. It's like, nah, I'm trying to get this one. All right, motherfuckers is sad. It's sad. Was it? And is that instant gratification shit too? We could even touch on that. You mean? Motherfuckers just want to nut so bad, bro. They probably wanted to spend their lives on some pussy, right? Instead of putting in some work and getting a woman by your side.
Yeah, you really can get you a woman just being yourself. You know, obviously, hopefully, you know, you're a good person, and women want to be with you because you have qualities that they want,
right,
and all that. So,
and if not the case, work on your damn self.
Yeah.
Work on your damn self for you.
Yeah.
Women really gonna come. You know, that's something you know. If you know, you know. Yeah. That's a lot of attraction.
Yeah. As long as you're on your grind and do what you need to do. The minute you start focusing all your attention on women, you're gonna lose all your women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's never, women know, they can tell when they got the power. You know, and that goes back into understanding. And it's not a power thing. We're none of us is trying to, you know, get power over one another. But it's more so just knowing, like, you know, women wants to be chased. They want you to, you know, pursue them in that way. But at the same time, as a man, you gotta have dignity and you gotta have things that you don't, you know, you won't compromise on. Okay. Don't just be a simp for some pussy. Don't let a girl, you know, manipulate you because you really enjoy, you know what I'm saying, her goodies, you know? And that's what it's about. And that's what we're trying to, you know, we want to push that message. And
yeah, man, there's somebody who stands on their word. And they can't be tainted by any little thing, right? Cause if she could hold some vagina over your head, feel me? What else? If it could be something as simple as sex, what you bro doing?
What's up?
When it comes to other shit like a decision that needs to be made for the betterment of everybody, and she ain't even thinking on some. She ain't even thinking on the standpoint of things really serious right now. She just want to know she still got some power. You know, she got some pull, and you don't allow that because they don't respect it. Right? If you're supposed to be a leader, you can't just be getting knocked off, bro. And it's as simple as you can find sex anywhere. You really could. For example,
yeah,
you really could figure out, bro. You really could find sex anywhere,
But it's not about finding sex anywhere. It's about finding the right person to build your kingdom with. You know,
it's about finding trust. That's what it is.
If you can find you someone, if you're a king trying to find that queen to build this kingdom with, you know, that's what it's about. Somebody that's gonna be there for you when you up, when you down. That's what you want to do. But that's the end of the video, y'all. We'll tap in with y'all again. You know what I'm saying? It's the guys. You already know. Get used to seeing the faces. We out.